The contest.
Collingwood and St Kilda, your feast this afternoon. Twilight footy from the MCG. What a difference Jones made to the team, the former Swan last week, and it was really true. We saw Dan Butler. Sensational football. Adams, who started them so well last week with a wonderful goal. They're into motion now. Crisp with the run. There's blonde hair everywhere. As to go, he bangs away and misses to the left.
The Collingwood defenders here.
Fierce tackling, wasn't it, from Butler? That's the other thing he brings, is that intense tackling and forward pressure. It was a great hallmark of what they produced last week. So, opportunity for the Saints to steal the march here. Butler, can he keep on from last week? There's your answer. First goal of the Saints.
Well, Raji there. Well, we saw a horrible handball by Heath Shaw last night. This kick from Brodie Grundy almost matched Shaw's efforts.
He's laced out Loney. Look at him.
Look at that.
Loney couldn't believe his luck. He was that surprised by it. He spilt the mark, but that is a good finish from Butler.
Grundy and the Saints sweep it away. Clark and Hind and Jones and Clark looking good going forward again. Butler wants a second and he has mongreled that through for a behind.
It makes the opposition a little bit jittery, so a bit handsy there, the Saints.
And he found a central channel. Phillips did well to get himself balanced. Tom Phillips kicked a couple of goals last week. Just to level up proceedings at the MCG. It wasn't the most convincing. Instant give, and look what it's created. Tyler Brown got involved. Pendlebury did a beautiful kick again to the leading forward. This time Jaden Stevenson's on the end of it.
It's been a strong part of their game, their forward half stoppage scoring.
38 goals from 26 games in his first year. And of course last year, 24 goals in 14 games as he missed a big take the lead again.
Well, this is the advantage of having someone like Stevenson coming deep out of the square, is his ability to create separation. They start side by side, standing start, and essentially it's just a sprint, and all Scott Pendlebury has to do is lay the ball out into space. So
out, Ross's kick smothered, sits there for Caulfield. Main. This is relentless pressure from Collingwood, and it tells in the end. And he's able to flash straight onto it, and there's another goal on the board.
The tackle count already, and it's been outstanding, concerning for St Kilda. Great effort by Collingwood.
Yeah, so they get the first smother, and then you see Caulfield here with the opportunity to maybe just dump the ball, but they're looking to be creative. The trouble asking the question why, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
in motion now. To go, he takes it wide for Hoskin. Elliott again. They've got options inside. This time he hugs the boundary. This is a man they love to get into the game. And Jamie Elliott is paid the mark.
With forward line.
1 goal, 1 in week 1. No score last week. Just the 5 disposals. He'd love to curl one back, and look at that. Oh, this is a fine start by the Pies.
Good was that angle. It was fantastic. He was following that banana kick through the goals.
This is the kick here, Noble. You could see De Goey just get out the back of Gresham. So he looked down the line. He saw Carlisle. He saw the Collingwood forward sealed. Just pulled that kick across his body. That's the value of having good users across half.
Right up, Cameron. Hills. Long tackle by Ross. Sets up for Brown. He's got the shape working, but across the...
Fox there giving us a great perspective of the leap. Gee, almost held it.
By Collingwood at the moment. Pendlebury with the handball. Adams with the kick. They come at centre half forward long. Went to ground. Mychek didn't. Well, eventually did. No free kick. Brown, terrific handball. Should be finished off by Elliott. They are right over the top of them at the moment, the Pies. Here go the Pies on the march through the middle of the MCG. Steele, living up to his name. Brilliantly done on Taylor Adams. And it could only be one result. Well, that's the sort of tackle that can change a team's mindset and turn things around. Will it inspire his teammates?
Couple of willing combatants on that one. Taylor Adams, he won't give an inch. Goes straight at Steele in the middle of the ground here. You can see it at the top of your camera there.
That was ball and all, Hutto.
It's good stuff. Ross, top of the square. Right up. Almost. Loney. And one of their little guys come in and make an impact. He's taken the ball with him. He manufactured something. Gresham. They need something from Marshall. And he's gone. What an impact this young man had last year. Now he's back to sharing ruck duties with Paddy Ryder. He has to be able to contribute on the scoreboard, and this is what he can do right here, right now, and he knows that. The Saints get a steadier.
So we just watch the replay, how it works out. So, yes, a little bit of luck there, but at least St Kilda kept the ball going. Gresham just gets the ball to boot. Good mark there by Rowan Marshall. Goes back and finishes.
He's developing as a young ruckman.
Last minute then of the opening term, which has largely been dominated by this team here, Collingwood, and they're on the move again to go to Hoskin Elliott. Stevenson came late. Here's side bottom in an instant. Collingwood answer. Emphatic answer it was. He's kicking a great goal and it all started in the middle.
Yeah, and this will be a great learning experience for Hunter Clark. You can see them in between the goals there. Side bottom just pushes him out, gets to the perfect front and square position, while Hunter Clark's just standing off to the side. So it's experience, call it what you like. Still, side bottom knew that 8 times out of 10 the ball's coming exactly front.
The second term. And maybe marginally it was a rider's tap, but Grundy had to say at ground level. De Goey's all over it. Gresham's all over him.
Influence, was able to get on the end of it.
Nifty from Ryder to Hill to Gresham. And it's shaping back and a positive. It was a haphazard kick, so they could take another intercept mark here, Collingwood, unless Max King. Kicked 2 goals in both rounds so far. And he had a say in quite a lot of the Saints' goals last week. And he's done that beautifully.
He finished the game off strongly last week, kicked a big goal late, Hutto, and probably ran out of juice in his first game against North Melbourne. So they're just managing his game time a bit smarter just to get him through. Obviously, he's young, going to build his tank. It's very difficult on a young key forward who's going to take some buffeting, but geez, that's great signs. There's a contested mark and a big...
A lot of faith in Ben Long, and the kick never really arrived. Let's see how much it hurts them. Tyler Brown takes them wide. And he's set up here for De Goey. Off the left, but gee, didn't he work that through?
Late in the quarter, really, about getting St Kilda getting some switches happening. We'll just watch this kick.
Well, this is for his third. And just drifts across. Play on is the call. Not what most are expecting. Clark had to adapt. And that's just gone the required distance for Hanbury to take them.
Brett Ratton would be wrapped with that in the coach's box. Oh,
not that at all. Elliott doesn't let him off the left. Put his face in Darcy Cameron, but the mark is taken instead by Carlisle. There's some danger about that kick. It was short. They're going to get out of it. Howard blasts away again, and this is all Collingwood. Although Howard got spoiled by his own teammate, and Butler again stole the march and put it through for another to the Saints.
Switch the ball, no doubt about it. They have made some mistakes, but they've been brave, so shows they're coachable, Rui. Clearly Rats has said something at quarter time and they've almost taken it too far, but they're back in the game.
Let's get that. 4 high flyers we've seen from Collingwood players. Crisp winding his way through, kept them guessing. Will's got him closer to goal. Crisp sets it up. Terrific body work.
Now this week, Moore and Roughhead, but the smaller guys.
And Myercheck clever, just works it through.
Crowd though.
That's for sure. 14 points the margin. Adams back into the thick of the action. His kick got wiped out, as you saw, by Billings. Pendlebury delayed the give again. Brown gets into dangerous space. He won't like that kick. Hanbury at full stretch couldn't stop it completely, though. Tyler Brown, he's got a step and he's got a kick that is on target. Yes!
The boundary. Let's just follow this.
Little sneaky right.
Oh, just a bit of an open. Lucky that was an open end. Last laugh, just this flick on over there. So Tyler Brown, great to see. First goal. Took me about 10 games to get my first goal, really. So it'll be very exciting for the young man. What's his second?
As they're in a rush again. The centre half forward, side bottom, inside 50. Straight ahead, Adams. He knows he's got it. From the moment it left the boot, he was into celebration.
Move it quick. You can just see everywhere. The St Kilda defenders are just a step off. So a step off side bottom. Jones is a step off Adams. So the ball in motion. Trouble, really, aren't they?
There's Howe. Akos can take his choice. He goes wide to Howe, who kept on going. And then short to Mike.
Contested.
3 goals round 1. Didn't score a goal last week. Already has 1 under the belt, and he's given that plenty too. And that's a mighty fine kick from Brodie Myercheck. With his final season at Port, playing in defence early, and then squeezed out of their team and came back forward. Stevenson sends it high and wide. An awkward wait as Myercheck came running. Caulfield. The pressure remains immense. Oh, Billings at the last minute. He handballed. He coughed it up.
Into the game. And at one possession here, essentially, that you caused a turnover, yeah, but the high ball in, Ground ball to be won. 2 grabs here from Caulfield. So all of a sudden you refer the pressure to Billings. Too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. Back for another centre bounce. This has been a real problem for him. St Kilda.
Really just stymied their progress with the clock at 15 seconds, so they have to kick and hope. King looms. He can't mark. Butler again. Knew exactly where to stand, but the Pies have got all the bases covered right now. So we get to half-time, just about to half-time. 5 seconds on the clock.